Hey everyone, it's ARoyalPanda here, and in this video I opened 150 plus crates. I actually opened 156 crates in this video. And just to let you guys know, I started with the resource crate because I only had one of them and you can only get resources out of them, so I decided to start with it and then go to the common crate and work my way up from there. And then also, whenever I got to the higher rarity crates, there are a chance of you getting other crates out of those crates. And so whenever that happened, I did go back and open that one before continuing the rarity that I was on. But anyways, this video is also a Q&A video. I asked all of you guys to ask me whatever questions you felt like, and I would answer them in this video. And the first question that I got was actually from my girlfriend. She was really just joking around, but I thought it was funny, so I wanted to put it into this video. But she basically asked me, why did you put create instead of crate on this post? And the reason why is because I'm dumb and I accidentally misspelt crate. I just didn't realize that create was just one letter away from being a completely different word. And the next question is, I would like to know your opinion on the crates. Don't you think the rewards should be a lot better and make more people want to fight for it? And my answer to that is yes and no, because whenever it comes to encounters, the crate is pretty difficult to go for how much loot you actually get out of it. So whenever it comes to encounters, it's not really worth the risk a lot of the time just for a common or uncommon crate. But the only problem is shootout and eliminations. You can also get those crates from there as well, and those are a lot easier with no risk. Like if you go into an encounter and you go for the care package, you might die and lose everything that you brought in and everything that you gathered through that match just to get an uncommon crate. But then you can also go into an eliminations match and win or lose and still walk out with a really good crate as well without losing anything. So really, if they were to make the airdrop crates any better, it would have to only affect encounters and not shootout or eliminations, because I think those are perfectly fine whenever it comes to the crates loot. But I'm not really sure how they would do that besides maybe giving you a higher rarity crate for encounters, but then that wouldn't really fix the problem, because then it would be easier for you to get higher rarity crates and harder for you to get lower rarity crates. But anyways, the next question is, what are your top 5 favorite videos? Little self-promotion opportunity. What is your favorite special issue, military grade, rare, uncommon, and common weapon, and why? And I think to pick my top 5 favorite videos that I've made, I have to put in a couple honorable mentions first. And I think my first honorable mention would have to be Vigor episode 116, From Nothing to Threat. Just because obviously I went from absolutely nothing going into the match and getting threat just by going and looting locked container. And I think my second honorable mention would have to be Vigor Only Explosives and Traps, because that was an extremely fun video to make, and it was really funny watching people step on contact bombs that I placed down. Now I think the third honorable mention would have to be Vigor Liam and his junking obsession, just because so far out of all of the character backstories that my girlfriend has made for me to make videos out of, I think this one is the most unique, and I definitely had the most fun making this one. And now for the last honorable mention, I think it would have to be Vigor left and right headshots with the ZAM-76. Just because I had a lot of fun making that video, and also I did get a lot of headshots in that video. Most of my kills in that video were headshots. But anyways, number 5 out of the top 5 would have to be Vigor Bloopers episode 20, but honestly some great kills. And the reason why is because at the time I was trying to get a video of me using the Mosin, so any of the matches that I went into and didn't get enough kills that I wanted to use it for that video, those clips went into bloopers. And so there's a lot of clips of me using the Mosin and getting some really good kills in this bloopers video. Now number 4 out of the top 5 would have to be Vigor episode 79, Don't Underestimate the VZ58P. And honestly, the main reason why is because this is my very first video that actually got over 1K views. But also because I really enjoyed that video, because it just goes to show that no matter what weapon you are using, you can do really good with it. So really just don't underestimate any weapon. No matter how bad you think it is, it can still kill you. Now number 3 out of the top 5 would have to be Vigor Threat with Every Weapon Challenge episode 12 with the Combat Magnum and the Gal. And I don't really know why, I just really enjoyed that video. The Gal part of that video was actually really good, and I ran into 2 of you guys making it even better. Now number 2 out of the top 5 would have to be Vigor episode 67 KS23 Legend. And the main reason why is because that was really the first KS23 video that I ever uploaded, and I didn't even expect to do that good with it. But now for number 1 out of the top 5 would have to be Vigor episode 137 What is the PSS? And the reason why is because out of all of the PSS videos that I've made, I feel like that one just shows the best on how versatile the PSS can be, and actually shows that you can still be aggressive with the PSS, even though I know a lot of people probably use it more stealthy like, which is perfectly fine because it is such a great pistol. But anyways, moving on to the next question in that comment, which was basically what is my favorite weapon in each rarity. Starting off with common, my favorite common weapon would have to be the Mosin Negate, just because it's really powerful even though it is a common weapon. And it's also super satisfying to get kills with. The next is uncommon, which my favorite uncommon weapon is the A74K, which is actually my favorite weapon in Vigor altogether. And the reason why is because I always seem to do really good with it, I always seem to have a lot of fun with it, and I really like the way that it looks and sounds. The next is rare weapons, which my favorite rare weapon would have to be the Gal, not counting the M14 because I haven't really gotten to use it in encounters yet. But the reason why I like the Gal so much is because I really like the way that it sounds, and it also seems to be an underdog weapon. So it makes it really fun or funny whenever you get a kill on somebody who's using a higher rarity weapon than you, or just a sweaty player. The next is military grade, and my favorite military grade weapon has to be the RPK-74. Because even though it has a smaller mag for an LMG, it doesn't have a whole lot of recoil, and it's a lot lighter than a lot of the other LMGs. And then for special issue weapons, I think my favorite special issue weapon has to be the L96, just because I've always really enjoyed bolt action snipers, and I feel like the L96 fills the best out of all the other options. Now moving on to the next question, they asked on which console do you play and since when did you start playing Vigor. In any case, I always enjoy your calm and posed videos while being a good player. And I actually play on an Xbox One S, not a Series S, an Xbox One S. And I honestly don't remember whenever I first started playing Vigor. I'm pretty sure it was before Seasons started because one of my friends got me to play it and we played it a little bit together, but I quit playing for a decent while. And then whenever I finally came back and actually started playing it a little bit more, it wasn't very often, it was just off and on. Until I started doing YouTube, and now I just kind of play it all the time. Now for the next question, do you prefer eliminations or shootouts? Favorite elimination map from Anakin, Fisky, or Myron? Do you have any goal after completing all of your shelter improvements? And I would have to say that I prefer eliminations just because you don't have to win to get any crates. And then I would have to say that my favorite eliminations map is probably Anakin, just because I get a lot of random grenade kills on there. And after I'm done with all of my shelter improvements, I don't really have a goal. I would say that my goal, if I did have one, would be just to see how much random stuff I can stack up. So really just see how many guns I can get up to, how many consumables I can get up to, that kind of thing. And also maybe Vigor will eventually add more shelter improvements like a lot of people in the Vigor community have been asking for. And now for the next question, favorite playstyles: silent looter, aggressive looter, manhunter, or highwayman? And I would have to say that while recording, I do like to play more aggressive because I know that a lot of people like seeing the action. But I would also have to say that while not recording, I do still play a little bit more aggressive than most people, but I also loot a lot more than I do in my videos. So I would have to say that it's probably in between aggressive and looting. But anyways, the last 2 comments are actually from my girlfriend because she figured these might be questions that you guys might want to know the answer to. So the first one is, what is your favorite map? And I would have to say that while recording, my favorite map is Battery Drug, just because it's small and easier for me to get a lot more action in the videos. But while not recording, it would probably have to be Brattle and Bridges, just because I really like the layout of the map. And the next question is, what is your favorite gun out of each type? Shotgun, assault rifle, rifle, etc. And I would have to say, out of all of the rifles, the L96 is probably my favorite. Then for assault rifles, obviously the A74K. Again, not counting the M14 because I haven't really gotten a chance to use it yet. And then for SMGs, it would have to be the Gal. And then for shotguns, it would surprisingly be the KS-23, just because I really like how a lot of people don't expect it to be that good or expect it to actually kill them. And my favorite LMG would be the RPK-74 for the same reasons that I said earlier. And my favorite pistol would have to be the PSS, and then whenever it comes to the knives, I honestly don't know because knives just became decent in Vigor. And then also the crossbow, there's only one option, so the crossbow. But anyways, that's pretty much it. That's all the questions that I have. I hope I answered all of those decent for you guys. And I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video while I was talking and after I'm done talking here in a moment. If you did enjoy this video, please consider letting me know by hitting that like button. I would really appreciate it. This video honestly took me a long time to edit. Just my voice took about 2 hours. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Thank you guys so much for all your support. I really do appreciate it. I hope to see you guys in my next video. Stay royal and peace out.